Well, hello, my friends. Hello, it's Matthew, and I am back for another video. And folks, just give me a minute here and just listen to these sweet sounds. See what you think. Recognize it? I'm going to turn it down now, unfortunately. Wish I didn't have to. Because I want to talk to you a little bit about this, folks. I'll have it in the background here. Folks, that is the sweet sounds of Johnny A. How many people out there have heard of Johnny A? Well, if you're anybody that knows music, and especially you guitar virtuosos out there, you should have heard of Johnny A. Johnny A is a Boston area musician who I have been turned on to for over 20 years now. A good friend of mine, Chris, as a matter of fact. You've met Chris before in this picture of me and Chris when we were in the service. Chris and I served in the Air Force together over in Europe, the United Kingdom to be exact, for 2 years. He was a big guitar player. We used to play and jam in our barracks dorm room together. We used to listen to music together. You know the whole story if you've watched my videos. He turned me on to heavy rock and roll. I turned him on to the Beatles and power pop. Anyway, Chris and I have been in touch for well over 40 years now. We've been friends for well over 40 years. And about 20-something years ago, he turned me on to this guitar player from my area who originated from my area by the name of Johnny A, whose birth name is, and I'll see if I can get this right, Johnny Antonopoulos. Did I get that right? I don't know. But he's been known since he was a little kid as Johnny A. Now, Johnny A came from a town outside of Boston, Mass. called Malden, Massachusetts. He's a musician, songwriter, and guitar virtuoso. Believe me, folks. Johnny A was turned on to music, especially the guitar, after the Beatles arrived in 1964, and his parents got him a cheap guitar, I assume from what I've read. It was kind of cheaply made, and he got into it. He got into the guitar and playing and practicing and doing his 10,000 hours, whatever you want to call it, and he became one of the finest guitar players alive today. He's just unbelievable, folks. In the early days, he formed a band, played in a band called The Streets. Hey, maybe I could have been in that band, you know, I'm Matt Street, The Streets. But he formed a band called The Streets, and they played locally, and they had some popular radio singles. They played in Boston area nightclubs, and he supported so many people, Johnny A. The band The Streets supported Aerosmith and Bob Seger, but he also, on his own, he became such an expert and such an outstanding player on the guitar that he's played with people like Steve Vai, Joe Satriani, Etta James, oh my God, Peter Frampton, Delaney and Bonnie, Bobby Whitlock, which is very topical now with All Things Must Pass coming out, Doug Clifford from Creedence Clearwater Revival, B.B. King, Jimmy Vaughn, oh my goodness, Jeff Beck, Robert Cray, Jimmy Webb, and for 7 years, he was the musical director and lead guitarist for Peter Wolf from the Jay Giles Band. So this guy has some chops. He has a resume a mile long. It's unbelievable. So I just wanted to share some love for Johnny A and ask you to please go out and check out some of Johnny's music. It's fabulous. And I'm going to also tell you later in this video about a brand new Beatles project he's involved in, which I'm very excited about, and I know you will be too. Anyway, folks, this guy is so good that Gibson has released at least 2 Johnny A signature model guitars over the years. Go look them up. They're beautiful guitars. And as recently as 2017, Epiphone released more of a budget line version of it. There is a Johnny A Epiphone signature guitar that you can purchase as well if you don't want to spend the resources on a Gibson model. So that's fantastic also. But let me go back a little bit. Johnny A did all this great stuff, playing in bands over the years, backing up all these wonderful people, and I didn't even name half of them that he's been involved in and supported and played with. But then he started a solo career. Back in the 90s, in the late 90s, he released an album called Sometime Tuesday Morning. This is it right here. It was released kind of, independently in 99, but then it got a national release in 2001. And here it is. Here's the one I got. After Chris, my friend, turned me on to Johnny A, I went right out and got this album. And I've loved it ever since, folks. Loved it, loved it, loved it. And what you're going to love about this first album, folks, again, Sometime Tuesday Morning, is it has a beautiful rendition. I played a little bit of it of Yes It Is by the Beatles. It has a version of Wichita Lineman on here by Jimmy Webb. It's got Walk Don't Run, an awesome version of Walk Don't Run that the Ventures originally did. You've got to hear Johnny A's version. And it's packed with a lot of original music that's fabulous. Just unbelievable guitar, solo guitar music with accompaniment. He's got bass and other instruments behind him. But Johnny is the voice. His guitar is the voice on this album, folks. It's fabulous, unbelievable. I love it. Please check out Sometime Tuesday Morning. Especially you guitarists. You'll be blown away by his talent and his skills. It's just unreal. So he put this one out, and it did very well. And the song on here called, I think it was Oh Yeah, got some radio airplay, if I remember correctly. And I think there was another one on here also. But I remember Oh Yeah getting some big-time airplay at the time. Well, then for a few years later, in 2004, he released the album called Get Inside. And here it is right here. Again, some great covers on here, fabulous original material, guitar music, folks, instrumental albums. Guitar is the main voice on here by Johnny A, and they're just fabulous, fabulous albums. So check out Get Inside, his second great album, unbelievable, some great covers. I think that he does a Jimi Hendrix song on. He does The Poor Side of Town on here. He does The Wind Cries Mary by Hendrix and beautiful originals. It just, folks, you're gonna love this kind of stuff. Please check it out. I can't recommend enough. He's probably my favorite instrumental guitar player. Putting out music that's guitar-based instrumental music. He's got to be my favorite of all time right here, Johnny A. He's unbelievable. Then I don't have it with me, but in 2006 he released a instructional DVD called Taste, Tone, and Space. That was in 2006. You can check that out, where he gives some lessons and some pointers on playing the guitar. You can check that out. Also in 2010 he released a CD DVD live set called One November Night. I do not have that. I'd love to get it someday. And last but not least, and as recently as 2014, his third full-length album, Driven, was released. And here it is right here. Love it. Again, a couple of great covers on it, great originals. Folks, check it out. Johnny A, you're going to love it. I said, and he's just unbelievable, folks. Unbelievable. But I want to tell you about something really important. He's got a new project for 2021 coming right now, folks, and that's the reason I'm doing this video. He's put together a brand new quartet called From A to Beatles. From A to Beatles. Listen to this. He's going to be instrumentally reimagining Beatles classics. They're going to be doing live shows from A to Beatles. They're going to be, I hope, I'm hearing rumors, they might be doing an album or some recorded music. That I'm really excited about. And he's got, listen to this, he's got some, like a who's who of the Boston area great players with him. People that have played with all the greats. Dean Castle on bass, you got Marty Richards on drums, you got Greg Tower on guitar, along with Johnny. And this is going to be a fabulous, fabulous thing, folks. I cannot wait for it. Matter of fact, he's even playing up my way come the fall, and I'm getting tickets to go see From A to Beatles when it comes my way. So if it's coming your way, check it out. Just go to Johnny A's website, johnnyaa.com. Check out his website. Folks, I'll put the link to it in the narrative below so you can check it out. And folks, I've seen Johnny live several times. He signed this picture to me right here, Johnny A. And I've even got a poster signed by Johnny when Get Inside, his second album, came out. I went to see him live and he signed a poster for me. Great stuff. Folks, I've seen this man live. I've listened to all his music, and I'm telling you right now, if you love guitar-based music at the highest, most possible level, you've got to check out Johnny A, folks. And tell me I'm wrong. I dare you to come back here and tell me I'm wrong, that sometime Tuesday morning, Get Inside and Driven are not some of the best albums of guitar-based music, best albums ever that you've heard right here. Go check them out, folks. I'm telling you, go sample them, go buy them, purchase them, make a sale for Johnny, you know. Folks, I don't know what else to say. I'm just here to tout and gush over Johnny A and tell you how much I love this guy and his music. He's one of the greatest guitar players of our generation. And if you don't check out at least some of his music, and if that little taste of Yes It Is at the beginning didn't wet your whistle, I don't know what will, folks. So, folks, I'm going to put the link to Johnny's website below. Remember, he's got his brand new project, From A to Beatles. Check out Johnny A. Do it now!